Hello friends, a very warm welcome and gratitude from Vancouver, Canada. I hope you're doing well. I would like to cook a vegetable pot pie today. This has been requested. I'm also going to do a seafood one later on. For this pie, I have cut and chopped everything ready, and I'm going to tell you what they are. We need some cauliflower. I'm just taking the crowns, some shredded carrot, mushrooms. These are organic white mushrooms that I've chopped, some green peas, one whole onion chopped, corn, and potatoes also chopped into small pieces. We also need some garlic and ginger paste. Now, in order to prepare our liquid, we need a cup of thick cream, and we also need a cup of coconut milk. I know some people add vegetable broth, but I rather have coconut milk and cream. It's going to make it a lot more tasty. Now we put the liquid aside for now. I am going to add a shot of orange blossom. This is so good for your heart. This is orange blossom water, and also some Persian rose water. These two work wonders if you have a heart condition, and I recommend you have them just separately if you like, and you'll be satisfied. So I'm going to use that later on at the finishing the stage of the cooking. Now we are going to prepare the powder. We need half a teaspoon of black pepper, half a teaspoon of turmeric, one teaspoon of salt, and we also going to use 2 tablespoons of that aromatic herb mixture that I told you several times. You can see the ingredients in the description. You know that I make this myself. You can do the same. And if you can't do that, maybe you just get whatever aromatic herb that you can get from the stores. Now we also need 1 tablespoon of all-purpose white flour. Now we will put spray some olive oil into the larger pan and add the onions. When that happens, we are going to add some garlic and ginger. And mix everything together. Now we are going to add the potatoes. We start from the harder vegetables, work our way down. Now that potatoes are a bit cooked, not much, we are going to add some carrot. And also some cauliflower. I didn't put any amount there because it's all up to you how much you want to add. Now we actually put the cover on and wait for it to get a little softer, then we add the mushrooms. Mix the vegetables with mushrooms. I'm adding a little bit more oil because of the new vegetables, and put the cover back on and wait a little longer. Now we are going to add the corn. And also the green peas. Now we are going to add the flour, white flour, and also the aromatic herbs, black pepper, and also the turmeric, and then mix the vegetables with the powder that we added. And now we put the lid back on and put the heat from medium high to medium low. Now we add some cooking oil to the other pan and add a quarter of a cup of white flour and mix it with the oil and wait for it to start bubbling. You have to move it around so that to make sure we don't have lumps in there. Now that it started bubbling, we are going to add our cream and coconut milk to it and stir again. Okay, now our liquid is ready. We are going to taste the vegetable. If the potatoes are cooked, everything else is cooked. Now we are going to add the liquid to the vegetables. Mix everything well. And put the heat on low and let it simmer for a while. Okay, our mixture is ready, so I'm going to turn off the heat and let it cool down. I'm testing the potato, and yes, it's done. I'm not putting the cover back on, just waiting for it to cool down. Now I will add that rose water and orange blossom water, because there is no heat there, so it's not going to evaporate, and it's going to give the pie a nice aroma. Now we are going to prepare the dough. I'm going to add 3 cups of all-purpose white flour. This is going to be enough for 3 cup pies, and this is the second one. And the third one. We need 1/3 butter. So for 3 cups of white flour, I'm going to add 1.5 a cup of butter. The butter has to be cold. Everything has to be cold. And we also need 1 teaspoon of baking powder. and 1 teaspoon of salt. We're going to put the cover of food processor on and turn it on, and just give it a couple of minutes. Now we are going to open the lid again and add some ice cold water. I've put ice in the water, but I'm going to use a strainer so that the ice doesn't drop there. So we add just a little bit of water. We are going to add cold water little by little to see when it's enough. We don't want the dough to be too soft or too hard. Maybe just a little bit more water I'm adding from the top. And anytime you see the dough forms a ball and the ball starts going round, that means the dough is ready. I hope you can see that ball. Okay, that should do it. Now, as you can see, the dough is not too soft and not too hard. We are going to remove it and form a bowl with it, and just play with it a little bit to shape it, and then we are going to put it in a bowl and cover with nylon. And then we are going to put it in the fridge for minimum half an hour. Meanwhile, our vegetable is getting cold. You don't want it too hot when we put it in the pie. Now, half an hour is passed. We're uncovering the dough and using a roller. Before we use a roller, we just spray some flour on it. I'm trying to make it round so that when I use the roller it actually stays round. Adding some flour. Trying to get it round like a bread. And leave it like that for a few minutes. Now, after a few minutes, we come back and we are going to put a part of it inside the aluminum bowl there and push the dough down and try to push all the edges so that there will be no air pockets in there. And then we cut the extra bit. Now we shape it just like the shape of the bowl and get the top flat. Now we need 2 egg yolks. I'm going to separate the egg yolk from the egg white with the first one. Because the eggs have been in the fridge, it's a little thicker. Okay, that's one. Now the second one. And now I'm going to use a fork to poke it and stir it, and then use a brush to brush the top edges. This is to make it sticky so that when I put the top part on, they stick together. Okay. Now we are going to add our vegetable mix in there. Topping it up. Making sure there is no cavity so that it sinks. Now we are going to use another mold to mark the top and cut just enough. So we measure the top and cut it all around. We put the rest of the dough away for use later on. Now we are going to add the circle we just cut on the top and just push it down on the edges to make sure they stick together. Now we are going to brush some egg yolk on top of it. This is going to give it a very nice color when it's cooked. And now we are going to use a fork and press down on the edges. This not only sticks the top part and the bottom part together, it will also give it a nice look. Okay, this is one done. I'm going to do a few more off the camera. Now I managed to get 4 out of it, and now I'm putting it on the preheated oven, 350 degrees, and wait for it to cook. We keep looking through the window so that when we see the top is turning orange brownish, then the pie is ready. Now it looks fine to me. I'm gonna bring them up, and because one of these pies had a hole in the middle, I had to cut circles and put the circles on all of them so that they look alike. Now I'm going to show it to you close up. Here's the finished product. Thanks for being here.